The recording that I just did, I apologize. It went somewhere, something just came on. But God continue to keep us and bless us. I do not own the rights to the music or the commercials that come on. I have to re-say that because I'm recording on two things and one just went off. So thank you for joining live. As always, God continue. I'm going to continue praying. Thank you for just loving on us. Thank you for protecting us and keeping us fully dressed. We're in the full armor of God, the helmet of salvation, breastplate, righteousness, shield of faith, sword of God's holy word, blood of truth, and shoes of peace. Thank you for covering us under the blood, washing us and keeping us clean and providing for us mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, in every way possible. God, I love you and I thank you. Just have your way in my life. Give me the strength to go on this morning and to do all that I need to do. And throughout the day, I pray for safe travel mercies for those who are traveling to and from their destinations. Give much gratitude and respect to our big brother Jesus, archangels, guardian angels, all angels in the highest Christ-like ancestors, guardian ancestors, spirit team here and far. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. Um, so good morning, you all. Thank you for joining the live. This is a cup of conversation and food for thought with me, Nidra Simmons. I am coming on despite how I feel. You're welcome. And I'm coming on to help encourage, uplift you all out there and hoping I can uplift myself in the process. Um, it's just been a very, very, very interesting 2 weeks. So I also want to um, if there's anything that's being sent my way that is not of me, God, remove it from off of me and kindly send it back to the sender in Jesus' name. Because I know all of the stuff that I'm feeling is not mine. So I only want to take ownership to what belongs to me and what does not belong to me that is coming my way that I did not ask or approve of. Let it go back to whoever, wherever it came from. Because I can do enough. I'm healing enough on my own as it is. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right, so the topic for today is ways to heal emotional hurt. Somebody might say, well, you just talked about this yesterday. Okay, and I'm going to talk about it tomorrow if it needs to be talked about tomorrow. Okay. There's people out there going through emotional hurt, going through heartache, going through loss, going through a whole lot of things. And despite how they're feeling, they still have to go to their and do whatever they do normally every day. Take care of their family, go to work, take care of others, come home. No matter what you are feeling individually, you're still going to go through other stuff outside of what you're going through. So I want to encourage those to keep going, those that are going through things, those that are hurting, and those that have to go through the hurt by themselves, or those that have to go through the hurt and thinking that other people don't understand. Here. For all of you out there that might feel that way, keep going. Don't stop. Despite how other people might make you feel, despite how other people don't care, look at all of that as a form of knowledge and wisdom so that you can get that better understanding. I'm explaining more what I mean by that. I'm going to be very transparent. I'm going to share some things with you all with the hopes of helping you all out there. This is not me sharing things out there to you all to throw back in my face to try to make me feel lower. Nobody out there can make me feel lower than myself because I am my own worst critic. And if you have a problem with the way that I look and say that I look like a pirate or whatever the case might be, I don't care. I am my own canvas. I can decorate this piece of art the way that I choose to. And that's what I'm going to continue on doing. If you like it, thank you. If you don't, oh well. It's not up to you, it's up to me. So I kindly want to say that to get that out there. Um, Respectfully to all of you out there that are thinking something. Um, I have people that look at me and what I wear and then say, oh, well, what is she into? I am to God. I am into God. God is into me. I love God. My intimacy is with God. Okay? The creator, the author, the author, the finisher, the of my faith, my alpha, my omega, my beginning, my end, my everything. God has never failed me or hurt me. People have. God hasn't. So that is who, what I am into. Okay? Um, I wear certain things because I like it. I wear certain things because it makes me feel calm. And that is my choice. Don't need to explain it, but I am going to explain it to you anyway. And hello, thank you for joining the live. Much appreciated. Please continue to come and see me on these mornings, and hopefully I can encourage and help you all out there as well as helping myself. Yesterday, not even yesterday, I came on yesterday morning and we was talking about what were we talking about yesterday? We were talking about, and if my music is too loud, I apologize. I am not in no particular genre. What matters? Why it matters? Social intelligence, conversation habits. I remember what we talked about yesterday. We talked about some stuff yesterday, and I know it. And it was about the mindset, something along those lines, and how we are. For some reason, my video is looking really blue on one end and very colorful on the other. I'm not even gonna. I don't know why it is what it is, but it's doing what it is. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. So the topic for today is ways to hurt emotional hurt. Ways to hurt emotional hurt. This is just a topic to start the conversation off. This conversation might flow in different directions, but this is just a topic that I have, so I have a direction on where to go. So I'm going to talk about ways to heal emotional hurt. I think that's what I said. Today is Wednesday, Hump Day, yay yay, and there's a hill to get over. They don't call it Hump Day for no reason. So coming back from my first work week after having a week off, it's a struggle to get over this hill, but I am going to get over it because I um have faith and believe in strength. I have strength in me and know that I can do it. And I have faith and believe that you all can do it too. So um yesterday, I'm gonna share some things with you. It bothered me, but life goes on, right? We go through some things, um, and we acknowledge what we're going through. We push through whatever it is that we're going through, and we make it out on the end. Successful, hopefully. You still might come through hurt, bruised, whatever the case might be, but as long as you make it through, that's all that matters. So, hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the lives. Um, yesterday, started off as a regular day, came on, I was fine, encouraged, going, ready to start the day. I'm doing. So I went to work and I had to write the date down because was taking down some notes. I hope that you all are doing good. And I had to take some notes. Okay, the color came back on my other thing. But anyway, God bless you too. Thank you for joining the live. So I came in and I wrote down the date and I looked at the date and I said, "Oh wow, today would have been my anniversary, my wedding anniversary." Normally the dates come through, it doesn't bother me. I acknowledge it. Okay, sometimes I'll, take a glass of wine in remembrance of whatever. Um, each year is different. I've been a widow now for going on for about 6 years. Check out. Okay, I will do that. So I was sitting there and I wrote down the date and I just said, and I was in a room with people that was talking, and I said, "Oh man, today is my anniversary." And somebody just blurted out, "We ain't talking about no anniversary." And I'm like, hold up. In my head now, mind you, I'm very respectful in the workplace. I'm gonna stay professional. But in my mind, I was like, wait a minute, what's the attitude for? Probably maybe things was going on with her. She ain't want to hear about anniversaries. That's all fine and dandy. Don't knock down somebody else's acknowledgement on stuff. So I'm saying this to you all out there. God's gonna show people, it shows you people's true colors. And when you see those true colors, it's up to you to acknowledge that firsthand. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't put excuses for it. Don't say, oh, maybe this, blah, blah, blah. No. If somebody shows you exactly who they are the first time, you take that and you use that as your first tool and lesson that God has given you about that particular person. The character of that person was put out there, laid out in front of you, clear for you to understand it, for you to feel the way that you feel. And that was intentional. It was on purpose for you to get the understanding. When you know better, you do better. No matter if the person come back and apologize or whatever, if they do, if they don't, touche. But the point is, you got an open eye vision of how that character is of that person firsthand. And however that way made you feel, that is God's tool within you, that He's created within you to get an understanding, catch it, and roll with it. Okay, I think I done built on that enough. That was the comment. So then after that, I said, okay, well, they all know that I'm a widow. If I say anniversary, I'm thinking about somebody that's not here. If I said it out loud, now this is probably me too thinking out loud, but you know, you don't think that it hit me by surprise when I acknowledged the date? Because grief takes place at any stage in your life. You can go through a year and be totally cool with things. And then you can go through another year and be like, shit hurt. Ouch. And other people don't know how you feeling. Okay? If you're not the type of person to tell people how you feeling, or if you used to and you stopped because you understood that it ain't help nobody, it just hurt you more, and you just cut off sharing a lot of information to other people. If you got that understanding, stick with it. Don't change it. But my point is, it hit me. And sometimes you can go through feelings and emotions and not know why you go through it until you get that understanding. So I had already had our miscommunication or serious conversation prior to this meeting. I took the time to speak to somebody and express some feelings and to express something that I had put down or text. And how many of you out there know that texting can be very dangerous? What if texting is the only option you have to say something to somebody or to get things out your system? Do what works for you. If your text don't make sense, you pray to God that they get the understanding of what it is that you're trying to say. Or if you get the opportunity to explain yourself, you can just ask God that they receive it the way that you are giving it out of love or whatever you're trying to get out of it. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is be careful with your texts. Don't text if you're angry. Don't text if you're hurt. Don't text if you're sad. Don't text if you're feeling any kind of emotional anything. If you're gonna text when you're feeling neutral, when you're feeling cool, when your energy level is mellow, when your spirits are high, then you can text. Anytime before that, don't text. Because if you do that, you're going to send across something that's going to come across some way and it's going to lead into a big argument. And you can be like, well, darn, I didn't even mean that in the first place. So maybe the space and the distance that was there originally should have been what was kept. And if you feel the need to have to get stuff out of your system, write it down. Good old fashioned pen and paper will be just as good. And you won't have to worry about no excess arguments. It's out of your system. You have it there to remind you if you wanted to go back and say it again to somebody else. But the point is, it is on paper, not in nobody's ears, not getting miscommunicated, not getting mis whatever. And when you go back to read it, you might realize, oh, it's not even important anyway. Just leave it in the book. So that is your safe bet to write it down. No misunderstandings, no miscommunications, none of that. But anyway, the point that I was making was I was in my emotions and feelings yesterday. I was hurting. My heart was hurting. All I wanted was someone to just be compassionate with me, give me the time of day or something. And yesterday, that grief hit me in a different fashion. I'm sharing this with you all out there because grief can come at any time. You can lose somebody and be fine for years, and then maybe one year something triggers you something differently. And that's what we was talking about yesterday too, triggering. I said that when I come on and I might trigger you all, look at that for example to ask God what it is that you need to be healed in yourself. I never once said how many times people trigger me yesterday. But today, I'm going to share that with you, okay? I know I might trigger people, but for goodness gracious, some people trigger the hell out of me. And that's exactly what needs to come out. The hell out of me. So if I triggered you and it made you feel a certain kind of way, work on that. Don't hold it to my heart. Don't blame me for it. You figure it out. That's your problem. Yesterday, I got triggered all the, that's not what I want to say, way the route. All the way around, I got triggered yesterday. All emotional, all internal, which means everything on the outside, I did not let reflect what I was feeling in the inside. For the inside, it was like fireworks going off. Shoom, 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 bah, 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 bah. All on the inside. And I had to keep all of, ooh. Sorry, y'all. That's just to share some of the energy that was going on inside yesterday. I had to keep all of that cased in this fleshly body. Still go to work, still tend to children, still do homework assignments, still do what I had to do. When the inside was going off like crazy. Fireworks. If you are a person that have experienced something like that, let me let you know firsthand that you are strong, Mama Jamma. You are so strong. If you can sit there and function and go through and not even let it come out from the outside, but you have a whole bunch of stuff going off on the inside. So I'm going to tap my hat off to you because you're strong. And I'm going to look in the camera and look at myself and say, I am strong. Because I want to do everything else but to maintain calmness and peace. And I think I did good. So I'm going to pat myself on the back. I may have raised my voice a couple of, times because I needed people to hear what I would say because I was trying to keep into what I was doing for my job. But I did not go off the handle the way that I was feeling. And people can know your situation. People can understand your situation. People can see how things are going for you. People can know because you flat out tell them what you're going through. And instead, they throw their problems and issues on you. If you are someone that's usually taking it and always catering to other people's problems or other issues, they're not going to see your cares at all. No matter how flat out to the point you say it, they're not going to see your cares or your point. They're going to, if you say something to the extent to where you don't care about what they say at the moment, you're dealing with your own stuff, they're going to get very defensive and they're going to put up their walls and then they're going to throw their daggers at you. Already feeling down, already feeling emotionally out of control. They're going to still throw their daggers at you. And you have to now maintain all that blank that's going on inside of you and the daggers that they're throwing at you. On top of all of the other things people are throwing at you because they don't like you or don't care about you. And you got to stay calm and maintain and go through all that. And this is not even talking about the problems you have that is not inside of you. The physical day-to-day things that you have to worry about, like food, bills, transportation, getting to and from. Add that in there too. And still maintain a calm voice, a smile on your face, and to keep going. If you guys are commenting on there and I'm sorry, I'm just in the zone right now. So I want to thank you all for joining the live. Please come again. Don't let this be something that's going to stop you from coming. Please come to the live because I come on to encourage, uplift, and help. I don't do much. I don't go many places. So my examples, very much about what I go through, what I see, and what I witness. Although it's not big like some people's, it still exists. People still feel this way. I know I'm not the only one. So I am using my transparency to help you all out there. This is my decision to share it this way. So if y'all see me with my shoulders tightening up, that's tension that is coming out. But yeah, if people show you who you are, who they are, keep doing that. I'll go back and look. If people show you who they are, take it face values. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't worry about, oh, well, they was in a bad mood or whatever the case might be. Don't do none of that. Accept it the way they gave it to you. Are they caring that you're in a bad mood? Are they caring that you're going through a whole bunch of stuff? Absolutely not. So why should you? Sometimes people need to see you at face value. I came in 2026 stating I can walk on your back for you. Thank you. I came in 2026 saying that I am going to take people at face value. I usually go in and I feel people. If I feel your heart, that's what I'm going to work on. Not so much in 2026. Mm-mm. I'm about to be 50 years old. I am not going to sit here and let people continue on to walk over me, hurt my feelings, play with my emotions, and throw daggers at me because they going through something. Darn it, I'm going through some stuff too. I'm going to deal with my stuff and I may help you with yours. But you're not going to continue to throw your trash on me and call it decoration. No, it's trash. And keep your trash and take it with you. I don't want it. You capable of throwing out your own trash? I'm going to throw out mine. Period. Point blank. No more discussion. That's how I'm coming in 2026. My heart is very strong. And I can love hard. And I can still love despite all of the stuff. God knows I want to curse the day. All of the stuff that I've been through, all of the pain, the hurt. My heart has been through some serious, serious demolition. And it still works. And what I mean by that is when it hurts, I can still feel it. When somebody hurts my heart and go below the belt, I can still feel it. I try to come across as loving, as supportive, as opening, welcoming as possible. And I want to come on here and tell everybody it is not okay to treat people any kind of way. I don't care if you are a big, bold, tall person that has to have an image and show that you hard. I don't give a flying whoopee cushion. God knows that's not what I want to say this morning. Good morning. You are not supposed to be hurting other people's feelings. I don't give a how you feel. What's the other person feel? How many times do people got to come up and be so much of a strong person and calm, but inside going off like I don't know what? Y'all know what fireworks are, right? And that thing, all over the place. It goes off fast. It goes off loud. And if you keeping all of that stuff caged into what you call a flesh, and you got to still maintain and go on throughout your day, and then you still got people throwing stuff on the outside to try to break that casing. Do you know if you break this casing and whatever's coming out on top of what you're trying to throw in, woo, that's a ticking time bomb in two halves. In other words, it's two ticking time bombs. Okay. So yesterday, I got my heart hurt. And my heart got hurt because all I wanted was some attention. Attention. That is not a lot. I don't care if you work 80 hours a day. At some day you get a day off. If you choose not to have a day off, that is still not an excuse for you to hurt somebody else's heart or feelings. Yes, Bookie, somebody hurt me. They hurt me big time. I had that hurt, and then I had the hurt of the grieving of the fact that yesterday was my wedding anniversary. It would have been my 22nd, no, 23rd wedding anniversary. Yeah, I look happy. I'm good at what I do. Ah, God knows. But yeah, on a day that all I wanted was some, you know, and on top of that, I'm dealing with real life situations. Real life situations like food, getting to work, gas in the car, all of that. Despite all of that, you send it right now. Yes, I am. Don't ask me. Look, I used to say in God's divine timing. I'm to the point now where I'm just gonna have to be happy with me and just pour my love in me, because I can deal with me. If I hurt me, I know I'm hurting. I'm gonna do something to fix me. Other people, so what is that? Bateful smell? What does that mean? Does that mean someone what did what they were supposed to do yesterday to hurt my heart? Despite what I felt, despite what I went through, I'm still love. I still love. I'm still gonna show love. I'm still gonna give love. I'm still gonna uplift. I'm still gonna encourage. I'm still gonna do what I'm called for to do because I am devoted to do what God is designed me to do. And I know that God will not put too much on me that more than I can bear. And I know that if God see that I'm strong enough to go through this, then God thinks I'm cool. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. So I'm gonna keep going despite. Yeah, that's one thing I am, resilient and powerful. Although people may not want to see me that way, I still am. And I still care for the person that hurt my heart. I'm not upset with that person. Life goes on, but I'm not holding stuff in anymore. So if I go through things, I know that I don't go through things just for me. That's right, I don't. I love me. You say that now. Everybody hurt people at some point, at some time. Intentionally, unintentionally. We hurt people. Um, and hurt people hurt others. But I'm gonna be that one to tell you that you don't have to stay there. You can hurt people because you're hurting, but you can go through it with flying colors and come out smiling and being better than what you were. Absolutely. Uh-huh. But yeah, um, I'm just trying to catch my breath right now, y'all. I think I let out a whole bunch of stuff that was just sitting in there. Um, I had to go through my grieving by myself. I mean, I had. It said, no one can promise the future except nature and God. That's right. Oh, yeah, I have to sit back on that. Because whatever I had that was hold up in my shoulders, it dropped. But yeah, I don't want nobody to hurt. I don't want nobody to hurt because it doesn't feel good to hurt. I love laughing. I love laughter. I use laughter as my mechanism of coping. But sometimes you can't laugh. You just got to deal with the hurt. It's like having a real bad cramp in your stomach that cuts your breathing. You have to sit there and be like, "Ah, give me a minute." And then you have to gather yourself together before you can breathe again properly and move. Because you're not going to never stop breathing. If you do, you're not here anymore. But, excuse me. Saying all that to say, yesterday, I felt it. I acknowledged it. I went through it. I'm here to talk about it. So, but I did jot down some things in regards to um, the topic at hand for those who just joining. It's ways to heal with emotional hurt. If you ain't get the first 30 minutes, is let it out. Acknowledging that you have pain. Don't cover it. It's okay to cry and admit that you're hurting. But that's the thing. I couldn't cry. I think that I'm all cried out. I couldn't cry. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live. I couldn't cry. I felt like I wanted to cry, but I couldn't cry. All I could do was just talk to myself. If you were looking at me, every moment that I had where nobody was around, I was just having a conversation. I was like, how, the nerve. I mean, really. I mean, I was having a flat on conversation. And that was helping me cope. But when people came around, I shut up. I smiled. I was like, and I just kept going. Thank you. I'm not crazy though. Maybe different. Not crazy. But accept the pain. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it first. Maybe that's a better word. Acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge it, you're feeling it. Okay, you're accepting the pain. It's deep feeling. It's a deep, yeah. After you accept the pain, accept what you cannot change. Okay? So my conversations I was having outside of when I was by myself, I was talking about things that I can't change. It's things that they were doing that I was like, how could, blah, 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 blah. I can't change that. I can't change nobody. We can't change nobody. God can. God can put something in us, put us in the right place at the right time with the right people to show these people something that can bring change to them. It's not me doing it personally. No, it's whatever God puts in me that flows out of me in the right place at the right time with the right person, the right people, and then they can change based off of that. That's all God, not me. I'm just a vessel, a tool being used to bring that change on to somebody else. So I cannot change nobody. Me personally, as a person, I can't. I like your neck, but thank you. You're going to be all right. Yeah, I am. I'm going to be all right. I am. Life goes on. As long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to keep on moving. One thing I'm not going to do is go backwards. I know what hurt feels like. My heart knows what hurt is. I'm not a stranger to hurt. I can smell it coming. I can hear it coming. Um, but if sometimes I have to be put in a position to feel it to help somebody, I'll do it. As long as it's not going to cause hurt, harm, or danger to me and my responsibilities. But accept what you can't change. Accept that. And be okay with it. You ain't got no choice to. Thank you for the hearts. It lets me know that I'm on the right track. And then you have to forgive. Yeah, a lot of people don't like to do that, but you have to do it. It's not for them, it's for you. And you have to forgive them, and you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive. No matter how mad I was, no matter how hurt I was, I still forgave. I came on today, this morning, and said, I forgive the other person. The other person is the other person. I can't control nothing on that end. But everything right here, I can control that. So I forgive me for getting upset. I forgive me for walking into something that I thought was one way, and obviously the other person was thinking it was something different. I forgive them for not understanding or knowing how I feel. I forgive them for any pain that I may have been felt because I can only control me. And I'm going to let them be. I am going to be. I am now going to move forward in the healing process, and I'm going to continue on living my life. There's nothing holding me, or no resentment holding me from that person at this point now. I forgive myself first and foremost. I forgive them. They probably don't know what they did to me. Probably don't even know the extent of how much hurt they gave me. They probably don't even know, will never know, and probably don't even care. But I am forgiving them, and I'm releasing all of that thought off of me, out of the equation, and now I can move forward and live my life. They can move forward and live their life. And whatever God has for the future, God has for the future. But as of right now, I'm going to keep on living my life as they will keep on living theirs. Period. If we meet up for whatever reason to do whatever kind of work, we'll do that. But I'm going to still live, and I'm going to learn from my experience. You trust and best believe I am going to learn from my experience and keep going. He won't be. We see each every day, and most of the time she stay over in my. Oh, you won't be. Who's that? You won't be. We see each other every day, and most of the time she stays over in my. Who you talking about? Love them glasses. You must be talking about your situation. Okay. Nice beads. Thank you. Yes, I do sell them. I do. And I make them. I sell them. I can custom make them. Hit me up. Made the earrings too. I have all of this stuff back here. Made them all. Well, this section right here where the earrings are. I mean, I made this one, but everything else on this rack, I didn't make that. That was made by a very, very brilliant, strong, smart, talented individual, man. Okay. Um, but everything else I made. Um, but thank you. That is good. Okay. So I talked about accepting the pain, accept what you can't change, forgiveness for yourself. It's not for the other person, but you still need to forgive nevertheless. And then pour into yourself. So I'm going to pour into myself. I scraped up some change yesterday, and I got something that me and my daughter could eat that I thought was tasty, and we ate that. That was one way of me pouring into myself. Paid for it this morning, but that's okay. My coffee is now cold. So pour into yourself, and that can mean anything. I didn't put no makeup on this morning. Um, I just kind of got it, but I'm still going to pour into myself. I'm still going to um, uplift, encourage, listen to music that may make me feel good. Take my time today and just flow. Not going to let people agitate me or get me out of character. My baby, good morning. Oh, excuse me. Good morning. How you doing? I'm going to just keep flowing, and I'm going to be as positive as I possibly can, and I'm going to be as nice to me as I possibly can. Um, I'm gonna stay off of the sugars a little bit because my sugar was a little too high this morning, and that could have been dealing with some of my emotions yesterday too. But I'm going to just flow and take it easy and calm down. You're naturally beautiful. Makeup only enhances your beauty. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Um, After you pour into yourself, set boundaries. When I heard this person, and these are not my ideas. These are ideas I heard that. I mean, I listened to a few things this morning, and these just jumped out at me. So I said, okay, that's what I'm going to use. Set boundaries. Now I've talked about setting boundaries, and this can happen when you break your boundaries. Your heart can get hurt when you break your boundaries. Boy, Oh boy, can your heart hurt when you break your boundaries. So this is why boundaries are important. Boundaries are important because it helps you, and boundaries are important because it helps the other person. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, so don't stop setting boundaries. Don't let somebody else talk you out of your boundaries. The boundaries is there to protect you, to guard your heart, and to move accordingly. So boundaries are important. Now, when I say guard your heart, that's not stopping loving the person you're with. You're just you're not blocking, not blocking, not blocking, but you're guarding. The word I want to use, the word I can't take anything away is out there, but the word that I think is better to put on if you're going to talk about boundaries regarding your heart is to guard your heart and protect it with you. The heart is a working organism in your body. You need it to survive. The man behind this beauty at last. I with my gun. Go. Why you with my gun? Let's go. Hat. Get taken for granted. But yeah, you're protecting your heart, so you're not taken for granted. And you're protecting your heart because you need everything that's in you to function and to flow. So even though it might not seem like it's a big deal to how your body flows, you still need to set boundaries so that your body, your organs can work properly. They're all connected. We have this thing called emotions and feelings and so forth. So you need to cover yourself so that you can function properly. Because it takes a little bit of something to alter how we feel. Lack of sleep, lack of food, a hurt heart, not enough water. Things like that all contribute in how this body works, as well as the outside stuff that we bring in. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live. Um, but yeah, so set boundaries and then um, remember that healing can get messy and healing can be very uncomfortable. But that's just because it's messy and uncomfortable does not mean thank you for the gift. Um, it doesn't mean that you don't go through with it. Just get yourself some tissue, some paper towels, a mop, a broom, the dustpan, and just clean and keep it moving. It can get messy, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. No, I'm not married. The way I felt yesterday, do I ever want to get mad? I'm good. I'm going to pour into me, love into me, and be the best me that I can be. I don't have my set of kids are done. I'm done. Unless God's gonna make it happen, I can't give nobody no more kids. Okay? That department is closed. Unless God reopens it. Um, you don't have to disclose that information. You're right, I don't. But guess what? I did. So that can anyone else that might want to ask that question, don't have to ask it now. Okay? Thank you. I just follow you now. Well, thank you. Um, eyes off, guys. She's mine. Y'all are so interesting. Just because you're strong don't mean it don't hurt. I'm saying this for all parties. Just because you're strong doesn't mean pain does not hurt. Pain hurts. It doesn't like that. Pain hurts. Whether it's a bump, a scratch, a blow to the stomach, a blow to the heart, it hurts. You can be a big, strong man. One tiny wimpy one. It's still gonna hurt. Despite what you feel, give me that blue bracelet. What blue bracelet? Give me the blue necklace. What blue necklace? I don't have a blue necklace on. I have black or white. Do you see a blue one back there? But you can also buy it on Amazon. Or I can make one. You can buy it from me. Get on. All of this sober. Don't be sarcastic. My bad. I'm sorry. Listen, it's just a little humorous. That means I'm coming down from whatever I was feeling. I'm feeling a little bit lighter, so I apologize. I wasn't trying to be mean. Maybe a little bit of what I'm in seeking out, but but yeah, but yeah, ways to heal emotional hurt. That was the topic of discussion for today. I hope that I've given some ideas, some ways, some personal information on how you can heal emotional hurt. That's cute. Thank you for the invitation, but I'm good. Mm. Where are you from, sir? That's proposing this question. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit tired now. I think I had a bunch of stuff going on. I'm feeling a little bit lighter. Sugar City Saint Nick. Oh, so you far away. You've been amazing. Keep sharing positive energy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Whew. I felt like I was holding a ton though. You know how you do a job and it was a lot of work to do, and then I'll be finished. You just like catch your breath. That's what I'm feeling like right now. I guess I was holding a lot. Greetings from Gambia. Smiling. All right. Well, thank you for joining the live from your location. Um, doesn't need. She doesn't need your compliments are awesome. Everybody love compliments, even you. Release and respect. Release and reset. Yes. Yes. Everybody love compliments. Can we please chat on WhatsApp? I don't do WhatsApp, y'all. WhatsApp is not, I'm not a fan of WhatsApp. No good experiences came from WhatsApp with me. So I'm good. I don't do WhatsApp. Watching you from Ghana. Okay, Ghana in the house. I don't do WhatsApp. Sorry. Discussing emotional healing through setting boundaries. Share your tips. Excuse me. Um, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. If you for WhatsApp, good for you. This one right here, don't do WhatsApp. No good memories of WhatsApp. Um, where are you from? U.S. North Carolina. um, but yeah, I don't. Um, but yeah, time flies when you're having fun. We've been on for like 40, 50 minutes, 49 minutes. Um, but yeah. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I can go back to sleep now, but I can't. I got to start my day. Okay. You look beautiful. Wish we could be friends and to share a lot of fascinating experiences. Thank you. But yeah, I guess I am winding down from all that energy I had when I first got on here this morning. Woo, y'all! I am winding down, so I am here. Um, so if I'm not saying anything, I'm just gathering me. North Carolina. Thank y'all for being Rising Stars. I thank you all for your support. I thank you all for the feedback. I thank you all for the words of encouragement back to me. I appreciate you all out there. I give honor and glory to God and ask God blesses you all out there for all of you for being so awesome and so wonderful. Um, you guys are letting me know that it's not just me and I'm not by myself. And I just want to remind everybody that we're never really by ourselves. We have God and we have our spirit team if we don't have the fleshly people around us. But you guys have shown me that there are some people that in amongst the living that can encourage and uplift people back, such as myself. So I thank you all out there for that. I am forever grateful. I am someone that likes to give credit where credit is due. I try not to take on anybody else's credit. If I've done that, or if you felt like I've done that, I ask for forgiveness and let me know so I can give it back. I don't want to take on nobody else's creativity, gifts, blessings, or whatever the case might be. Whatever God has for you is for you. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live. Blessings. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Y'all missed the whole big rant. I came on today with a ball of energy. I had some stuff going on, but maybe I can recap and look at it later on. I don't know how much it's caught when y'all go back to see it. I do post these videos on other platforms, so please like, share, and subscribe, and check me out on other platforms. For those that's just coming on, the topic was ways to heal emotional hurt. Yesterday, I was hurting really bad. Yesterday was it would have been my 23rd wedding anniversary. Um, for those of you that know me, my husband is deceased. It's been for about 6 years, and I was talking about how grief it doesn't hit you every year. Sometimes you can go times and think that you're fine, and then there could be times where it just hits you with a ton of bricks. Well, it hit me with a ton of bricks yesterday. On top of that, I had got my feelings hurt. All I wanted was someone to just encourage me, love on me, and all that good stuff. I didn't have that. I just got people stuck me down further to the ground, and that heart was bruised. But how many of you know that we serve a God that is awesome? The past is the past. You live, you learn, you go through it, and you come out better for it. So I am here to come on as a testimony that these things shall pass. Hurt, but don't acknowledge. I mean, don't not acknowledge how you feel. Acknowledge how you feel. I'm sorry to hear that. Have a blissful day, beautiful. Thank you. You too. Um, Understand that trouble don't last always, and this too shall pass, and you're gonna go through it. So now I'm feeling so much lighter, and I was just giving gratitude and thanking everybody on here that had contributed to help me get through this experience and can contribute to the conversation. I always say that if you talk back with me and show heart so that I can see that what I'm saying is being confirmed and people understand it, it lets me know that I am doing something I am supposed to. Be strong. Thank you. And I will be. I am a strong individual. Always. Always a strong individual. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for sharing. I wasn't sharing my story to get somebody. No, I was sharing my story to help somebody. So I hope that's what I did in this segment of A Cup of Conversation and Food for Thought with me, Nidra. I gave a few tips just to run down them real quick. Just because you're strong don't mean it doesn't hurt. You could be a big strong man or a tiny strong man or woman. It's still gonna hurt. No matter what height, weight, size, age, creed, it's going to still hurt. Um, Accept the pain, accept what you can't change, forgive yourself, forgive the other, pour into yourself, set boundaries. Healing can get messy and be uncomfortable. Just gather your cleaning stuff, clean it up, and keep on moving. Keep on trucking. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this segment. Um, please come again tomorrow and check me out around the same time, 5 a.m. Um, Monday through Friday, I try to come on at 5 ish, 5:05, 5 o'clock in the morning. Come and check me out. Um, except for Saturdays and Sundays, I use those days to kind of rest a little bit later, but I'll still come on, just not that early. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live. So, yeah. So I keep exhaling, y'all. I'm just saying that was carrying that was heavy. That was heavy. And I mean, I've carried heavy things before, but I guess I'm to the point now where I'm recognizing it. I can feel it a little bit more in detail because I'm putting my focus on it a little bit more. But whew, that was heavy. So I'm still breathing, gathering myself together because that was a heavy one. That was a heavy one. A heavy one. Are you? Um, but yeah, um, I'm trying to wait till exactly 1 hour. We're at 56 minutes. Are you? And are you? What does that have to do with anything? Um, well, then you might be on the wrong station. All right. Well, I thank you all for your time. I thank you all for the opportunity. I thank you all for your time, your patience, and lending an ear and your contributions. So, on that note, I think that you all, I think you all should have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, it's hump day, yeah, yeah. Make it over that hump. And continue to put one foot in front of the other. Move forward, don't move backwards. Stay in character. Don't let no one take you out of character. If you have to breathe, breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Joy comes in the morning. It's 6:09. Joy is here. Claim it, receive it, and flow with it. And flow throughout the day. Flow throughout the day. And have a wonderful day. Remember, God loves you. You love you. Until next time. Peace.